economics, I don't have a Webster's version, but to me it's simply pooling your money together, your resources together, your talents, and making shit pop. I feel like a lot of people joke about Mexicans a lot, about how it's like 20 of them like a clown car getting out of one vehicle, or how it's like 30 of them in a house. But we need to take note. Of course, they're not the only ones, but they're the ones I hear people talk about the most. And it makes sense. If you really look at what they're doing, it's genius. It's like 20 of them. They might stay in a house where the rent is maybe $1,200, right? They might bunk up. So you divide 20 by $1,200 and you tell me how much the rent is, how much the utilities are. And if they're sharing 1 or 2 cars and they know how to fix the cars, they know how to fix the stuff in the house, they know how to build the house, which means they can buy the house and then fix it up from scratch. You do the math. Now, these are people who coming from another country, just seeing opportunity coming over here. You can't be mad at them. We actually have the upper hand because we're already over here. All we have to do is arm ourselves with knowledge, and then we can play the game. The rules will always be the same, but you cannot play any game if you do not know them. And we are losing. We're sitting up here spending $1,600 a month to live in something that looks like that we call it our own, but our name is not on the deed. Sometimes if the utilities included, our name not even on the utilities. If something happens right now, they want to rent the house out, or they want their daughter to stay there for the summer, you gotta go. Why? Because you don't own it. And if you calculate 1,600 times 12, that's thousands of dollars going towards something that you do not own. If you calculate $250 to $400 for your car note and your insurance, and you're paying it by yourself, but all these other people are riding in it, you look dumb, because the value of a car depreciates as soon as you drive it off the lot. That house, you tearing it up and you doing all that stuff, but guess what? You do not own it. When your lease is up, you gotta sign it again. And that person who probably paid the house off, they're still collecting your money every single month, and there's nothing you can do about it because you are subjecting yourself to that system. So we gotta learn to come together, to not be as selfish with our resources, and to share amongst ourselves and spend our money elsewhere. Spend our money investing back into ourselves or investing in our endeavors. Because if we keep on taking all the money out of our pockets individually and giving it to other individuals and other clusters of groups who have a better mindset than we have, we're gonna stay at the bottom. Of all of us at the bottom? No. But a lot of us are unnecessarily struggling because we don't trust one another. And I understand. When you have a survival mentality, you're not thinking about the brother next to you, the sister next to you. You're not thinking about trusting them because you feel like it's every man for himself, and if you give too much of yourself, then you won't have enough for yourself. But that's just a scarcity and a lack mentality. You gotta let go of that old shit. If you want something new, you gotta do something different. And I'm not saying move in with just any old Larry, Dick, or Harry or whatever, but I'm sure you can trust your friends. Y'all over each other's house every day. Even if you don't like each other, one of y'all pick a floor, the other one pick the other floor, and make that shit pop. Because if you can live with your annoying ass mom and your auntie and your siblings, you can make it work. Even if you only do it for a whole summer, imagine how much money you could save if you and 2 of your buddies just split rent for a summer. You can pay for vacations, you can buy a whole new car, y'all might be able to buy another house. And the way that I've seen a lot of Mexicans and other cultures do it, they'll gang up in one house, they'll pay that off, fix it up, buy another house. So then that's less heads in that house, they can split it between the two. Fix that house up, pay that house off, and they just keep doing it until everybody has their own. And they're not just doing it in the hood. A lot of these people are doing this in Prince George's County, Montgomery County. They're doing it in nice areas. And we up here clamoring for these little slumlord homes all up and down Fulton and Edmondson Avenue. Think we're doing something because they put a little tile or some wallpaper up, and we living in trash houses, paying money that it would cost to live in a flat downtown, and we think we're doing something. And at the end of the day, if they want at any given moment, they can give you a 30 days notice and pull that rug up from underneath you. And then let's not even talk about fucking security deposits. First month, last month's rent. So you had to pull out at least 3 stacks to live there. And then they might give it back to you. If they determine that your carpet's too dirty, they're gonna take $200 out for cleaning when they got their homeboy to do it for $30. Nothing about it makes sense. So we gotta do better about that. We gotta do better. It's not even about just home ownership or cars. Travel together. Use buddy passes. Bartering system. Don't get me started on the bartering system. A lot of us are so so talented just in the city alone. I can go down a list of resources and things that I can give people I know. I can get deodorant from a girl named Bear Lady Botanics, body oil. I can get my locks done. I can get shirts, pants, socks, shoes. I know somebody for everything that I want. I even know somebody who's a cleaning lady. I know someone who can do my lawn. I know someone who can wash my car. I know someone who can fix my car. If we have all these skills in our community, why are we spending money elsewhere? If we just barter, you know what? I'm a hairstylist, you're a barber, you cut my son's hair, I do your lock maintenance for free. We didn't waste any money at all. So now we have all of this money to spend investing in our businesses or to acquire stuff from other people. We gotta learn how to do that. But first you gotta learn skills so you can actually do that. But just imagine if just you and 5 of your friends didn't spend money on hair, on clothes, on simple stuff like that, getting your car fixed because you all knew how to do that and you just shared your skills amongst each other. That's thousands of dollars you could save a year just by connecting with other people who do things that you need and you offering something that they need. Now, of course, don't partner up with people who don't have something that you feel like you value, because then it's not an equal exchange. But we can single-handedly shut the system down. We can negate the whole dollar if we just trade our skills, if we trust each other, if we come together and do stuff. And it's not on some, oh, we are the world shit. No, some real shit. I know y'all tired of losing. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of competing with niggas who aren't even on my level. We don't have to compete with anybody. We're good at what we do. And then you don't even have to go far to do it. Baltimore has so much talent, so many entrepreneurs, so many artists. We just gotta change our mindset. There are people who are developing networks amongst ourselves. We have pop-up shops. We have places like Impact Hub. It's a movement. A lot of people don't know about it because it's underground, but it's a whole movement. Think of it as like a farmer's market. You know who got your oranges. You know who got your tomatoes. You feel safe. You trust them because every Sunday, every Wednesday, this man is taking it from the farm, or his homeboy has the farm. He put it on his truck and he bringing it straight to you. Well, treat your black people like that. Stop acting like you don't trust them. You don't even know where your bar soap was made. You don't know what's in it. And you can't even pronounce the words on the back of the label. But you don't trust Keisha, who makes good soap. You know where she is. You can drive to her. She can hand deliver it to you. And she can tell you everything that's in it. You can probably count on your hands the number of ingredients that's in it. We gotta stop trusting people that we don't even see or don't even know. And fuck with people who look like us. And fuck with people who fuck with us. It's simple. Network. It's not hard to find these people. Some of these people outside hustling stuff all the time. All these festivals and things like that, Artscape, the Why Not lot, we out here. Where you at? And the time is now. We really can't afford to wait. We can't afford to keep on, panhandling and asking other people to do stuff for us. We can't keep on saying we're waiting for the revolution. The revolution is not in the boot work. The revolution is in the mental work. So it's about working smart and not working hard. How many of you go to the mall and don't even like what the fuck is in there? It's all trendy. And then the stuff that you do like is depreciated. They're not even keeping up the quality that it used to be. And we talking about big brands too. They sitting up here selling you Nikes and you can see the glue at the seam. Why don't you trust your homeboy who makes shoes? Yeah, it's not Nike, but it's a start. Buy your friend's shirt for $20, $30. Buy the hoodie for $50. You don't ask Nike any questions. You don't know that Nike probably only spent $12 to make that dry fit shirt, but it's charging you $80 for the hoodie. But you questioning her because you don't really know where she got it from, or you don't know the material she used on it. Now, I'm not saying buy trash, but you know what I'm saying. We can't keep on giving other people credibility and then giving black businesses 21 questions and quizzes and shit, and then still not buying it. We gotta find better ways to do this. And what we're doing right now is just not working, because if it was, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in right now. We wouldn't have people coming into our neighborhoods buying up everything. And it's not that expensive. If you really go to these websites with these listings, these public auctions, there are whole houses, 3-story buildings going for $5K, $7K, $10K. I see some of y'all with outfits that cost $3,000 on, and it's no shade. Please look good, but understand that if you have $3,000 on your back, and your homeboy got $3,000 on his back, and your girlfriend got $3,000 in her bag, that's $9,000. That's a house on Fulton. That's a house on Harlem Park. That's a house on Calhoun Street, on Cary Street. Buy a house in your hood and bring that money together and fix that shit. Leave something for your kids. Have something for yourself. You and your homeboys always together anyway. Make it happen. Now, outside of the Mexicans, another culture I'm aware of, like I've seen Italians, Asians, Indians, they don't move for a while. It's like 3 generations that stay in the same house, which will be the grandparents, the parents, and then the kids. And when I say kids, I'm not talking like 6-year-olds, I'm talking about like us, 26, 27, 28, 22, 21. And some of them, they are married and still live there. They literally do not leave the nest until they're financially secure. So what does that mean? It does not mean the 40-year-old who never leaves the couch or the basement. This means if your grandparents are getting retirement, if your parents are still working, and if you are working, that's 3 incomes right there. So if it's you, your mother, and your grandparents, plus y'all might have some aunties and uncles, you just think about how much money that is. Think about if you actually have lucrative jobs, or if you have fulfilling careers that have a nice salary. If you have 6 salaries in one house, think of what you can do. All of y'all can drive Mercedes-Benzes, or all y'all can drive Toyotas and own corner stores. Asians do it too. And it's a misconception that everyone has more money than us. No, they don't. They have discipline, they have unity. And it's not like they like each other more, because I've been to some of their houses. I have some friends, and I've been to their houses, and they cuss each other out. They can't stand each other. But guess what? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, you can move out. But they eating. They can afford to invest in property, not because they have more money, but because more money is in one place. It's one pot. I know plenty of these people. I watch them all the time. I went to school with them, and they're eating good. They can all afford to have everybody in their own car. They can afford to own real estate. They can afford to own brick and mortars. They can afford to invest. Why? Because they have all of this income in one house, rather than it being one hardworking mom who works 2 jobs and has 2 kids and can't get this person to work or that person to work, or it's one mother and one father and all. No. It's multiple families, multiple units in one big ass house, and they are stacking that coin. And then when they get married and they get established and they get their credit right, then they move out. But then the cycle continues, because when their parents get too old to take care, they move back in. The kid moves out, the parent moves in with the kid. But by then they're established so they can handle it. But we jumping out when we 18 because our parents saying that's what we gotta do. Some of us earlier than that, and we fishing on our own. We're not even shacking up with our friends or doing what we gotta do. And sometimes we do and it doesn't work out because we have that mentality. We gotta chill with all of that. We gotta chill. We don't have to like them that much. But when you think in terms of legacy, when you think in terms of your last name, when you think in terms of the bigger picture, the decision becomes easy. It becomes way easier, because I would much rather have people get on my nerves, but we're all living good, so we can all get in our cars and drive the fuck away from each other, or we can eat out and go hang with people that we actually like, than to be in a house with a couple people that get on my nerves, and we struggling, and we can't stand each other, and we can't leave because it's only one car, or it's only 2 cars and no gas money. When is it in? We gotta chill. That old shit is not working anymore. And we have a lot of buying power. We spend a lot of money on clothes and shoes and haircuts, looking good. We just gotta be disciplined with it. We got the bread. I done seen it. Y'all can't look that good without bread. It ain't that many boosters in the world. Like, we got it. We just gotta shift our mindset. We gotta, upgrade our financial literacy game. We gotta learn to trust each other again. Now, don't be a boo-boo the fool, but it doesn't hurt to trust a little bit. And if they fuck you over, then shut them out. But try something different, because clearly what we've been doing ain't working. We don't own a lot. Who in our hoods? The Middle Easterners with the chicken box spots, and they don't even like fried chicken the way we do, and the chicken be orange and oversized. Then we got the Asians who give us fried food that they don't even eat. Then we got Asians again with the cleaners, and then we have Russians with pawn shops, and then we have churches. Like, all these businesses opening up shop around us. We don't participate in it, we don't own it, we fund it individually. And guess what? They whole family eating off of us. They paying for little Betty Sue and for Ying Chong Mong to go to Johns Hopkins. They doing it. The Jews too. I done seen them with my uncles. I done seen them literally buying properties 5 at a time in the same block. And guess who renting them? Us. Guess who the slumlord? Them. The first step would definitely be for one person to arm themselves with the knowledge. The second step will be for them to share it. We can't be stingy. It can't be one person with good credit. It can't be one person getting money. Like, you really don't even need money. You need good credit. You want to know a secret? A lot of these people that y'all don't like, you think they got money, they don't have money. What they do is they establish good credit. This is the key. This is why you need to stay at home instead of being so quick to rush out. Establish your credit while you're in your parents' house if they let you stay there, so that when you do leave, you don't spend all your money from your paycheck or from your business. You charge it on your credit card. Take the money that you get from your job, flip it a couple of times, and then pay what you charge on your credit card. Now you have double on the side. Some to save, some to invest, and then whatever the third is, you use that to pay what you charged off. So the first step, get the knowledge. Second step, share it. And the third and most important, apply it. And you need to apply it over and over and over and over and over again. Don't do it one time, get a couple bands, and then shake your ass. You haven't won yet. We talking about legacy. It's imperative to arm yourself with knowledge, to share the knowledge, to establish trust, to go in. $6,000 is not a lot. It's not a lot of money. If 3 people got $6,000, that's a storefront. Buy a storefront and live upstairs, and then buy the house next to that, and then buy the storefront across the street. Put your mans and them on, get it together. And stop spending your money outside of your circle if you don't have to. Everyone else's dollar goes around in their circle a couple of times before it leaves. We get the money and then put it outside the circle. We get the money from other people, and then we give it right back to them. Some of us don't even get outside our job's door before we spend the money, especially those of us who work in retail. You know what I'm talking about. You get paid Friday, you go straight to that little hold section, you go to the clearance section, and then you get your stuff from the store that you work at, and then you pay your bills and buy your food. We gotta chill. We gotta chill. And if about 6 of y'all getting stamps, y'all need to go to the market together. Y'all need to have some Sunday dinners or something. Ain't no reason everybody getting crabs on their card. Like, we gotta change our habits. One person get crabs on the card this week, the next person get crabs on the card this week. Next person, potlucks. We gotta bring it back. Sunday dinners. Meal prep, something. But we gotta change the game, man. We got all the tools. We don't follow the rules because we don't know them. That can change today. It's not really about complaining about what we didn't receive. Those days are gone. We don't even have space for that. Forget what your parents didn't give you. Let's think about the next generation. Change your mindset about the relationship with these group economics. It doesn't just have to be a parent to child relationship. Like, if you're an older sibling and you know that your sibling, your younger sibling, is in school right now, in college or whatever, they don't know what they want to do, stuff like that, allow them to stay with you. And I know that might sound crazy, but it isn't, because maybe they don't have themselves together, and maybe you don't want to feel like a second parent, but if not you, then who else? Why not guide them? Why not show them the way? And if they act up, then you act accordingly. But if you just show them what it's like, maybe they can follow suit. They can go get a job and then contribute to the household, and then y'all can build together. It doesn't have to be like somebody that young, you know, maybe even if you're 30 and your sibling is like 26, like, y'all should work together, especially if you're not married and all that. Like, bring them coins together. It can be sibling to sibling, it can be friend to friend, cousin to cousin. It's up to us how this looks. We don't have to cry about what our parents haven't done anymore. We have the power right now, and we know more than they did. We're stronger than they are. You know, we don't have to fall for that millennials and emotional, all that. No. We only seem emotional because we actually talk about how we feel. So since we're talking about how we feel, let's talk about how we can change it. We gotta help our siblings. We gotta help our little cousins and them. And I'm speaking from experience. My cousins done helped me. I'm the oldest sibling, but I wouldn't be here right now if my cousins didn't reach down and help me, because I was just walking around in circles. But because I had that space, because they had that love for me, I'm able to help other people. So, and I'm actually in a relationship right now where I'm able to have group economics with one of my closest friends. We just do everything together because it makes sense, and it's a lot cheaper. I would love to just live by myself sometimes, but it makes sense and it works. Especially if you have somebody that you have chemistry with, try it out. It's so much cheaper to just have both incomes come to the same thing. And we even do one pot for most of the stuff. Like, we don't even ask each other, okay, is the rent due? We just bring the money in the house and put it in the pot, and then when the bill's due, we count it and put it there, we allocate it there, and then whatever's left, we just leave it to the next billing cycle. If somebody needs gas money, we pull it out of there, because it's trust. cannot lie to you. Literally just put the money in a pot every day, and when a bill comes up, we take it out and we put it there. You gotta trust the people, you gotta be responsible, you gotta be accountable, but that's not hard. We are responsible, trustworthy, and accountable for everyone but ourselves. So it's time to switch that up. It's time to trust each other more, and it's time to get this bag and share that bag. It's time to get the bag, multiply the bag, and share that bag. Because what is it if you the only one that got money and you die with it? Then the younger generation gotta start all over, and they gotta figure it out, and they gotta get all this BS from other people because nobody showed them, or nobody gave them the time and develop into who they are and the space to mess up and fuck their money up and, you know, fuck their credit up and then repair it. You gotta stop acting like your dollar is the last dollar you ever gonna get. When you stop acting like the dollar in your pocket right now, you might never get it again. You're gonna attract so much more, and it's gonna be so much easier. It's so simple to share, yo.